Hey guys, welcome to a new Hearthstone deck guide. In today's video we will try out a fast and aggressive token druid deck that was created by ThinkSo and used last season to climb from rank 15 to legend in 12 hours. That is a very fast way to rank up, so I definitely was curious to check out how the deck is performing this season as well. The strategy is similar to other aggro token decks. That means for you that you're trying to float the board with tons of smaller minions, then buff them all, and et voila, the victory is achieved. That is going so fast, though you're normally taking down victories between turn 5 and 7 with an average gaming time between 5 and 6 minutes. Token Druid was already a huge deck before the latest expansion was released, but Knights of the Frozen Throne gave us another two great additions to the deck that made it potentially even stronger than it used to be. First of all, the Saronite Chain Gang, which is a decent tool to create more units on the board, but more importantly, the Crypt Lord. The Lord is getting buffed whenever you are summoning another unit, so with your playstyle of going for dozens of smaller minions, you are of course buffing this guy heavily. And if it is getting buffed heavily, your opponent has a hard time to clear your small units that are getting more and more dangerous. A win-win situation for yourself and hard to overcome without the right removal at hand. So build your wall, attack the face and rank up in no time. Nothing better than that in my experience. If you're still not convinced, check out some gameplay that is following now. Alright guys, so here we start. It is against the Mage first game, Mage versus Druid. Have an Innervate, good card, will be nerfed in a couple of days I think, so then you get only one mana crystal. We have to see if that's then still in the deck, so I have a Crypt Lord here, I have the Saronite Chain Gang. We're going first. And we have the Innervate, so we could just start with the Crypt Lord. That would be an option. We could also keep the Chain Gang, of course, would be another option. I think for now we are dropping the Chain Gang and we are just keeping the Crypt Lord then. Might play him on turn 1. Savage Roar is definitely not a good card here. We wanted to see, if we start with the Crypt Lord, we definitely wanted to see something else, another unit that we can play then alongside. But we also got the Fledgling, and that's definitely a card we are going to on our first turn. With the Fledgling, we can attack our opponent and then we can adapt. So we might get Wind Fury, we might get more health, whatever. If we get Wind Fury would be good, then you can attack another time and then you can adapt another time. Opponent is dropping open the Waygate, so he will play with the quest and there's a coin into whatever he prefers. Babbling Book gives him one random card, random mate spell, and with that he's already then at 1 at his quest here. Open the Waygate, and we have Power of the Wild, which would allow us to buff the Fledgling, for example, or we can just drop another unit. I think we are not buffing here. I think we will just hit the face, see what we can find for the Adapt, and then decide if we use Power of the Wild for the unit. Would be +3 health or Divine Shield. We are going for the +3 health, also the not getting targeted is also pretty good. Then we're using our hero power, killing the Babbling Book. If we drop Power of the Wild, what would happen would be that we have another unit here with 3 life, so he could then use the Fire Blast and he could use the Babbling Book to kill the unit. We do not like that too much because we're going for the Crypt Lord on the next turn, and then Power of the Wild is definitely more useful. He's now playing the Glyph. He can maybe play another spell. No, he cannot. Direwolf. Well, let's just go for the face again. Getting no Wind Fury, but we will just use the Liquid Membrane, so our opponent is not able anymore to target this one, which is huge for us. We will then drop the Crypt Lord as well. He has Taunt, and now when we summon more units, he's just getting bigger and bigger, getting more health, and of course helping us to keep the Fledgling alive here. He's dropping another Glyph, so looking for another spell. He would need something that can kill the Fledgling, but he cannot target it, so it's pretty good. Freezing is definitely helping him, because yeah, there you go, hitting the Fledgling. Good for you. We got Keep of the Grove. We will just go for the Direwolf Alpha, and then we will play Power of the Wild. We will buff our units, giving everything +1/+1, and then 3 in the face. If we go for the Savage Roar on the next turn, that will be an additional 8 points of damage. Right now we already have 11 on the board, so nearly enough. Oh, there is a Blizzard. He really finds some freezing cards. This was created by the Glyph, that's why it's only costing 4. Setting up back quite a lot. Shatter. Oh, I would have picked the Crypt Lord, to be honest. The Open the Waygate is already at 4. There is the Living Mana. And with the living mana, we are creating 5 units on the board on top of the 2 that we already have. Plus, of course, this one is getting buffed quite a lot. He's getting a lot of health here. So we will see how our opponent is handling this. He already played 1 Blizzard, so I do not think he found another one from the glyph. Very unlikely. I mean, there is a chance then he's killing everything, but if he is not clearing the board right now, would be a super fast 5-turn victory then, more or less. Yeah, he's just going for the Cavalist. That is most likely not helping him. No, it's not. So look at that. Alright, so let's go for the face then. Maybe this time of Wind Fury. Again not, but we get plus 3 health again. Then we are pushing more damage in his face. So he is down to 5. And that will be hard for him to come back, let's be honest. With Thix, he could play another Blizzard, but he's going for the Novice Engineer. So there is no Blizzard in his hand. And even if he's now dropping Nice Block, that allows him to survive another turn. I don't think that he's coming back from that. Volcanic Potion, yeah, that is nice, created by the Cavalist. But even then, we have enough to kill him. We have already 6 on the board, we have a Savage Roar, we have the Keep of the Grove, and with that he is just conceding, so first victory. For our second game, we are again finding an Innervate here. And now we're going second as well, so that means we could just go into the Chain Gang. Also have a living mana, so we could play this one as well, but it's not that useful with the Innervate. Probably dropping this one. So we're just keeping Innervate and the Chain Gang, which we might play on our first turn. If we're not finding something else, something small that we want to play. Oh, double buffs. That is good. The Chain Gang. Whoa, another Chain Gang. Yeah, that's very good. Let's just go into that. Give us 2 units on the board. We will then most likely play a Power of the Wild here for the +1/+1. So we could also drop another unit on the board and then play Mark of the Lotus later, 1 turn later, to have even more power. Going for the Primalfin Totem. And the Firefly. Ooh, that's also very nice. That is indeed also very nice. So how about Firefly on the board? How about the Mark of the Lotus? We will crush this one. We will go for 3 in the face. So even if he's dropping a Flame Tongue here, he cannot kill one of the Chain Gangs. So it should be okay to just go for the face. But he has a Devolve. Good for him. Oh, and we just got... Wow, that is huge. We got an Imp Master and we got the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. So the Flesh-Eating Ghoul is getting buffed. We will drop still the Flame Elemental. And... oh, Firefly is even better. Go for the Firefly then. And we will buff our board here. +1/+1. And we have 5. We have 2. We are spawning an Imp. And just like that, have a board full of creatures. If we now find maybe another buffer, that would be really huge. If we get Savage Roar, would be huge. He's dropping a Chain Gang for himself. So something we need to prevent. Oh man, that would be the Savage Roar. Wow, amazing. But it's not... we use that now, it's not as good. So I kind of think we're just dropping... so we are using Shapeshift, hit. Are we going for the Shapeshift? Yeah, I think so. So Shapeshift and double Flame Elementals, and not dropping the Chain Gang. So we are then losing 1 Imp. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is getting buffed, so he's now at 8. That's 8 in the face. We're dropping double Flame Elementals. And then on the next turn, the Savage Roar will just give us a victory. Another Devolve. But even if we are only having small units here, the Savage Roar is just too much. He's dropping a Flame Tongue, and just like that, another turn 5 victory. Even got a living mana, no need for that. Savage Roar for the win. Here we go. That's a lot of power, and there's a concede. We will be going for the third game, and this one brings us the second mage for the day. So let's see. We have Mark, we have Power of the Wild, and we have the Crypt Lord. No Innervate. And in that case, we will just replace everything. Definitely either want to see something that we can play on the first turn, or we want to get... oh, there we go. Or we want to get another Innervate, but with the Enchanted Raven here, that's pretty good. If we go Bloodsail Corsair, we would spawn Patch as a pirate. But as you can see here, we have another buffer in hand, so that might be more useful to wait a bit, because Enchanted Raven cannot kill that with a Fire Blast, and then we can at least push 2 in the face. So it would be now great to see another unit that we can play on our second turn, and then turn 3 we will go Bloodsail Corsair and we will go Power of the Wild, and then we can buff hopefully 4 units on the board. He is playing another quest. Alright, so let's go face all day and we're winning. Living mana. Shall we still wait one turn? Shall we still wait? I guess so, yeah. So let's go just face here. 3 points of damage, nothing to play otherwise. Then we will play Power of the Wild with the Bloodsail Corsair on our next turn. So we do not need to remove any durability on a weapon because there will be no weapon. This one sucks. This one sucks for sure. So even if we're now going Bloodsail and Power of the Wild, we only have 5 damage then. So then we will wait. Then we might just drop the Crypt Lord here and the Bloodsail Corsair on the next turn and waiting with the buff for one more turn. Crypt Lord is really good then if we, for example, want to play the living mana on 5. Camelogist, that gives him 1 secret into his hand. Fledgling, also a very good card, but there is a unit already on the board, so we're going for the Crypt Lord, we're going for the Bloodsail Corsair. The Crypt Lord is getting buffed twice here. We got the patches on the board, so 1 on the face. We have now an 8 life Crypt Lord here on our board side, and most likely we will just increase that. So we could play Fledgling and Power of the Wild, we could play the living mana, but then you need to see that right now we already have 3 units on the board. So if we go then for the living mana, we are only getting 4 units on the board. So it's not like that we're getting the full one. That's why I think we are just better off with the Fledgling here and the Power of the Wild. Hopefully there's not a counter spell, but normally he's just running Ice Block and the Ice Barrier, so we should be good with the Power of the Wild. We will find out pretty soon. So that is nothing really, no reaction. So he's down to 17. So we can kind of expect that that's the Ice Block. There was no reaction when we played a unit, there was no reaction when we played a spell, so it should be normally the Ice Block. Give him the coin, which is the first card for his quest there. Blizzard, it's just killing 1 unit, so not a huge problem. Have the Keep of the Grove that we can play. But do we want to play that? Do we want to play that for another 2 in the face right now? Savage Roar then on the next turn. Is that already enough to break the Ice Block? Yeah, maybe. So let's deal the 2 damage. Pushing him down to 15, we are pushing him down to 14. This one is getting buffed to 9 life now. We have currently then 6-10 damage on the board. If we go for the Savage Roar, we would have enough, even if he's clearing, for example, the Bloodsail Corsair. If he's now dropping another Blizzard, which would be painful for us, he's clearing everything besides the Crypt Lord. And we are then also getting a freeze on the Crypt Lord. Which on the other hand means that Blizzards are out and we could play the living mana. He's going for Babbling Book, he's going for the Intellect, drawing additional 2 cards plus the random spell from the Babbling Book. And he's killing all the Bloodsail Corsair. So that means we are probably just playing Savage Roar. Chain Gang. So we have 8. That is enough to break his Ice Block. So let's just do it. Let's just do it, and maybe we get even something on the Fledgling that will help us. That is 6. We get the Divine Shield, or can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So if he's going for another Blizzard, if he's going for Flame Strike, something like that, it is more useful right now to go Divine Shield, because he cannot play both. So if we go can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, he can of course not use the hero power on the unit, but then he can still play a Blizzard and kill up. So let's go Divine Shield. Going for that. Then we are pushing another 4, we are pushing another 2, we are pushing then another 4, so the Ice Block is getting crushed. And we will go then for the Chain Gang as well. With that, the Crypt Lord here is getting buffed twice again, so he now has still 9 life left and we can end our turn. Or might have been even better to use the Innervate here. And then the Shapeshift, then he would be at 1, that might have been even better. If he is, I mean, it's very unlikely that he's clearing the whole board and we're not finding at least 1 extra point. There's another Fledgling, he's played the Cold-Light Oracle, he's using a Babbling Book, he's looking forward to find another Ice Block. There is another secret. It might be an Ice Block, it might be not. We will find out right now, because we can just break him down to 1. On the other hand, then we cannot use a Fledgling for another attack, so I still prefer to go for the Fledgling, to be honest. It is the Ice Block, okay, so we can use the Fledgling here again. Wait, it's not counting. It's still counting, right? Still counting. We will take the +1/+1. We already have a Divine Shield, so there's no reason to drop something else. We will definitely keep the Keep of the Grove here, because that is just 2 extra damage that we can push in the face, and we will just kill a few of the units. So this one is down, the 1/1 is down, and we're also killing Golden Oracle. The rest stays then in our hand, and we are just ending the turn. So what's the Ice Block? The Ice Block was not created by something, but it was just from his deck. There's the Iconologist, he's getting another secret. Will it be another Ice Block? We will find out soon. There's a Blizzard, and with that we can just play the Keep of the Grove and winning the game. 2 in the face, that was fast, that was quick. We made a nice win streak here, and with that I think I'm also up to rank 13 now. Isn't that? Oh, nearly. So just one more win, so we had 3 wins in a row. Pretty good result with the Token Druid. You should try it out. Right now it's pretty fun. We will have to wait and see if the Innervate nerf is doing a lot to the deck. I mean, you can always just drop it, or just play it still with 1 extra mana. It's still available. But I think the deck will still be good after the nerf. Not as good as it is right now, but should be still good. So try it out for yourself. Give me feedback in the comment section as usual. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. You can also subscribe on Twitch or on Facebook or on Twitter, whatever you prefer. I will then see you on the next Hearthstone video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye, guys.